All right, Todd Billin, real quick, I got to talk about this. I didn't even know about it. But listen, all I can think of is when people were telling me, oh, the Seahawks had done cap room this and that and the third. And I'm thinking like, man, the Seahawks, one of the best top, 5 franchises in the league. They seem to somehow get it done no matter the circumstances. Now look at this right here. 5 days ago, your man Charles D on my Akello Witherspoon content asked, after he was like, can you imagine if the Hawks take a cornerback from San Fran and turn him into gold 2 years in a row? Who else do they got that we can snag next year? And I just jokingly remarked, maybe that EDGE Hyder, that dude can rush the passer. And then your man Jacob Henson comes and says, holy shit, you called it out of nowhere. I'm like, huh? I had no clue what he's talking about. Check it out. First of all, I had no idea that the dude was a free agent because he said next year. So I'm thinking like, man, Kerry Hyder was balling. I saw that man absolutely kill the New York Jets one of the first few games of the season. And then, man, he caught my eye, and I watched him the entire year. He always reminded me of a certain guy we'll talk about here in a second. But listen, the Seahawks agreed to a 3-year deal with Kerry Hyder. Come on, man. That's weakening your opponent and strengthening your own team because this guy can absolutely go. And they also bringing back Benson Mayowa. Yeah, crickets. I'm playing. I know you guys love your little players. Benson Mayowa is good. He had 2 sacks. Benson Mayowa is cool for what he can do, no doubt about that. But Kerry Hyder's an upgrade. Imagine if you had Kerry Hyder and Carlos Dunlap, though. So I'm not sure how that goes. I would have to think that Hyder takes the place of a Dunlap. Maybe he's a little bit less expensive than Dunlap, can bring you the same type of production because Kerry Hyder, like I said before, can go. A 2-year, $6.5 million deal that includes a 3rd year with a $10 million base salary that voids. So just some salary cap type stuff. I think he's as good as Carlos Dunlap, super impactful. At least he was. See, Kerry Hyder's one of these dudes, man. I remember him from like 15 years ago. He played for the Detroit Lions, and he balled out. And I was like, man, this dude is good. And I've never heard from him again. I forgot he even existed until I saw him play in that New York Jets game. And I'm like, damn, Kerry Hyder? I don't know what happened. I don't want to know because the guy can absolutely play. You know who he reminds me of? This dude right here, Cliff Averill. Or Cliff Averill. I'm not sure which one he is. I feel like he was with the Seattle Seahawks. He got a little uppity on us, and he was like, hi, I'm Cliff Averill. But whichever one he is, that dude was the absolute goods, man. And it's funny. Kerry Hyder, former Detroit Lion, balled out there, then became a Seahawk. I wouldn't be surprised if they came at similar point in times in their career as well. They are very much similar. They have that squatty appearance, inside and out types. You can play them from a 3 technique all the way to a damn 9 technique. Cliff Averill was the goods, and I think Kerry Hyder can do that as well. Get him for the next couple of years, depending on how that 3rd year goes. He can't have too much wear and tear on his body because I hadn't seen the man in like a decade. So rejuvenated, get with the Seattle Seahawks, get that rub from the Seattle Seahawks there, pause, and have a good time out there, man, rushing the passer. I think it is a hell of a pickup. Carlos Dunlap was the energy, though, man. I don't see how you can't bring that guy back, but I guess that's for cap reasons there. But your boy John Schneider makes shit happen because I was like, damn, no Carlos Dunlap. The defense looked a lot different without him. But, man, you go and get a guy as good, a little bit younger, I would have to think as well. That's a great pickup there, man. So it's not a film study, just a breaking news kind of thing here. We can look at Kerry Hyder, 6'2", 270. So very similar to a Cliff Averill there, who was about 6'3", 265 or something like that. He had 8.5 sacks, 30 solo tackles, 49 combined tackles in his breakout season. He's about to be 30 years old. So very much in the same age bracket as a Carlos Dunlap. Just like I said before, just probably a less expensive version. But, man, he can get after. Let's check this out right quick. Remember, the Seahawks have a bevy of pass rushers that need to come around, one being L.J. Collier, who's built a lot like Kerry Hyder. Maybe he can take some notes from Kerry Hyder. So far, he's been a first-round bust, but Kerry Hyder in town, man, can show him how to use a body like he has. And if you think about this, a guy like that, look at him, pressed to the 9s. He's all the way out in the 9, all the way out in the space at 270 pounds, 6'2" or whatever he is, going against Joe Noteboom. But look at the work ethic. If at first you don't succeed, Try again. Look at that. You love you see a big guy like that who I said, you see him right there. He's all the way out at the 9s. He's 270 pounds. You can play him out of 5 technique, even a 3 technique. So if you think about on money downs, him, you take out a guy like Puna Ford, have him next to a freak like Jaron Reed, and you got Benson Mayowa on the other side as well. I'm talking about on the inside. Him and Jaron Reed on the inside, Benson Mayowa, and maybe an LJ Collier. You send your boy Jamal Adams on blitzes as well, on your fabricated pressure schemes. A lot of shit you can do there. But check this out right here. Kerry Hyder, power first. You got to think about that. If you're Joe Notebloom, power first, look at him. He's first, giving him the stiffy right there, right? Pause. Give him the stiffy, then an extension right there, right? Bench pressing his ass. Then he has to take note and reset. But look at that. Continues with the hands. Always having that foot energy and keeping those hands popping. Look at that right there. That's where the cheese is made, meaning the money. So you cornball dudes out there, take a note from your boy right here. But, man, keeps working with those hands. Works down the line of scrimmage. Absolutely perfect. One more time, full speed for you. Get into his chest, keep working, chain reaction. Now that's what I'm calling a chain reaction. Having a second move to go off your first if it doesn't succeed. Happy about it. Oh, okay. Making it clap. Make it clap. Pause. All right, here we go again. On the other side, working past the 9s. So they got this guy in a lot of space. You can tell the athleticism when they're able to play you in a lot of space. I always said that the San Francisco 49ers is a little bit better in the front than the Seattle Seahawks, and Seattle, to me, develops better defensive backs. But now you're taking their defensive front guy. Of course, they have more to spare in D Ford and Nick Bosa and Eric Armstead and those guys, so they're loaded. But, man, this is a great addition. Check this one out. Oh, look at that. What was that? Hey, my boy Havenstein. Havenstein early, right? A premature evaluator. He jumps out of his stance. Or actually, no, it looks like he might be on time. He's on time. Kerry Hyder is stuck in the driveway. He's stuck in the driveway and still beats him with speed. Look at his quickness. Played him, right? Stepped him, got him to show the hands, fought the hands. He's like, excuse me, sir. I'll be going around you getting to your QB. Bang, Jared Goff sprayed his herb ass on the grass like fertilizer. Here we go again. Look at that. Don't show her, right? No show and go on this one. Let him reach quickly. Come on, that's kind of embarrassing right there. He subtly just swiped your hands aside, gave you half a man on the lean, running the arc, 270 pounds. Come on. That's San Francisco football, but not that Seattle Seahawks football. Can't wait to see that one play out, man. Hell of a pickup by your boy John Schneider. This one right here, you can't give John Schneider credit for because this dude is already the truth, in my opinion. So look forward to seeing what he can do in Seattle. Still wish somehow Carlos Dunlap could come back, but it's probably not in the cards. But it probably doesn't matter as well. Still have the draft. We shall see. Hopefully LJ Collier, Alton Robinson, and all these guys like that step up. But, man, they'll have a good example, and they already had Carlos Dunlap. So there you have it. Your boy Murph, the Underground King. Make sure you subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and I am out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.